All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Hell's Paradise, Season 2, Episode 2. The boys are throwing down.
They're throwing down in the backyard. They're slinging mud, and some of them are growing plants out of their asses, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's new.
That's new. That's a problem.
Yeah.
And not dying when they get killed.
Right, not dying when they get killed.
That's
and
classic, though.
And even, oh hey, transforming. And not just like, erupting into flames and all that stuff, but
No, that's rookie stuff.
Yeah, exactly. We're past that.
We're absolutely past that. But yeah, why can't we be friends? Like, we are all up against the same, threat here.
Not the time for talking about it.
Not the time for talking. Maybe they solve it in like 2 minutes with Chobe and, our boy Gabimaru. Yeah, I wanted to say a completely different name. Just have like a bro fist and are just like, okay, that was good. That was good.
Right. Okay, now we can be friends.
Now we can be friends. Then look over and see everyone's killing each other. Like,
The thing is, I get the feeling this is not the kind of show where it's we try to kill each other and then become best friends. I think this is potentially going to go bad.
Yeah. Maybe a third party comes in and is like, whoa.
Tries to get between them. That would take some stones.
That would take maybe a Tensen. Possibly.
That'd do it.
Maybe. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Oh no.
I
don't think that'll work this time.
Looks pretty effective.
Yeah, he had to actually block it.
I love the way that I can't tell whether it's like muscle fibers or like plant.
Yeah,
because it kind of grows and swells like flesh. Oh my god, this is not ending with talking. Huh, where am I?
Guess you gotta dig deeper.
There was kind of a yin-yang swirl in the middle of it too.
Yeah.
Very faint.
Yep.
Whoa, she can
good.
see it, yeah.
I think I will actually be in serious danger.
Wow. It's like he's completely shifted from the I can...
Oh, shit. Alright, not gone completely.
Oh!
Did you remember how to use Tao now?
No.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Oh!
Brother's not there anymore.
He's protecting me. Yep. Oh, that looks good.
I don't think you want to get close to that.
Oh, the vortex swirling around his vision. Who's us?
Who's
Wait,
us? Yeah.
Us.
Who am I? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
and of course he took a hit. No
How
shot would be
vital,
able to get
though.
close otherwise.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Sorry for making you carry this burden by yourself, yeah. Yeah, and this Gabimaru would absolutely use that.
Oh!
Oh, shit!
She saved them.
It's a good point. I guess I forgot May's there. She's the one that could stop this. Oh.
Whoa!
Okay.
Oh, he's back. He's back. Oh,
shit.
Cool.
Okay.
It's the same
Same as with
same thing. Up until now, it's been kind of exclusively Chobe's thing, or at least it seemed like it. Whoa. Whoa.
Dude's just having a bad day.
Someone explain this
Right.
shit to me.
朝になって改めて
Wow.
やはり異様ですね。
You don't say.
この島の神秘性が全てまやかしだとしたら逆にこんなもの誰がどうやって作ったの？
Great question.
命の実験場作られた島思い当たる節がなかったといえば嘘になるこの島全体に漂う違和感
Oh.
天仙様を殺す人間たち彼らは島を確実に変化させるだ
Oh yeah. Just the fact that one of them died. All right.
Hey!
Oh,
Well, this is helpful.
what are you guys doing here?
ガビマル、その毛
Nice, and he's knocked out, so we don't have to deal with the memory issue.
Yeah.
他のみんな。
ねえ力を使ったのか
How could you tell?
うわ、喋った。
Right.
We have our new scientist now.
谷底から来たのか宗師の巣窟だったろ
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're super dead.
They're dead, yeah.
うどうしたのか
You're leading it around on a rope?
千年の間でこんな者たちは初めてだ宗神を殺し同志を殺し彼らが島にもたらすものは変化
Maybe everything that's been going on here is about to end.
Yeah.
最初は妙な話と脳はコミクらしい。
Oh, these three being friends makes so much sense.
Yeah.
生き残った上陸者は半数以下の8人
Yeah. Yeah.
いい尻の女は生きてたか
超最高だよ。
That's me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Use the hug. It's super effective. Yeah.
そいつも仲良しか真鍮の虫ってやつだぜ
Yeah.
Yep.
だんまりだわ足手まといだわ
彼にも事情があるかもしれません。何よりこれ以上、誰も目の前。
Ooh.
Yeah. Our main enemy is this island, not each other.
お取り込み中悪いけどさ。
Less fighting, please.
いいの？超瀕死なんですけど。
他を消費しすぎたんだろう今にも消え入り
Sure. We'll go
で
with
きる
that.
限りは尽くしましたが、全く傷が塞がらなかった。お、カビマル。
そうおいおい無理すんな寝てろ
Who are you guys?
Yeah.
体力は戻ってない。知らぬ顔も増えた。
Oh.
傷の具合はいかがですか？
大丈夫だから放っておいてくれ。
下手すれば死ぬぞ
それでも構わん。
Oh.
Yep.
That set
Now,
off. Yeah.
now she knows.
Yeah. Who are you?
Yep.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
きっとタオの異常で記憶が混乱しているのでしょう。
Damn. She figured it out immediately.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
魂が極度にすり減っている
That's a visual.
Shit.
さぎり
ここは私に任せてください。
Yeah. Okay.
殺すか。
He's panicked. He's like, I'm a cornered animal. They know.
心が乱れるのはなぜだ。
あなたは今記憶を失ってる。
Right.
ですが相性のいいタオの干渉で回復できるようです。
Oh, sure.
This is the cat that's, you know, in the corner of the box. And it's like, hold on. Let me hug you. It's okay.
Yep.
私はあなたの大切な仲間です。
He's like, wait.
He's like, hang on.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
ああもうとは言ったけど全然しっくりきませんね。私とあなたはそんな関係じゃない。生と劇の狭間。全然力が入ってませんよ。
Yeah.
Damn.
あいつら何防虫術
No, no,
違
no.
うでしょ。
No.
Probably not.
でもちょっと似てる。触れ合いで。
Oh. Whoa.
タオの相性がいいんだな私も知らない部分で通じるものがあるんだろう
なんだこの感じ。
Emotion. Tears. I saw tears.
再会すべき人がいるのでしょう。
Okay.
Whoa.
All right.
Whoa!
Now, how's Chobe doing?
It's like internal regulation, you know, like
Right.
just keeping everything in harmony.
タオに飲まれた。自分を見失った。
Yeah, you heard him.
得体の知れねえ危険な力。待ってろよ。ぞろぞろと現
All right. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
This is how he recovers.
そんなにテンセントやらが怖えのか？
バカは幸せ
Ignorance is indeed bliss. Yep.
怖いわよ。
君もあったのだろうガビマル
Okay, so he's
Okay.
starting to remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
その手間をかけたな。
All right,
I
definitely.
think I need
back.
to apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ただ生還するだけじゃ妻には会えん。無罪と加護を約束するご免状がなければ。
あのさ、その話だけど、 存在しない奥さんの幻を
That's not necessarily true. It could be.
戦薬持ち帰っても奥さんがいないんじゃ意味ないじゃん。
いるさ、必ず。
なんで言い切れんの？
実感があるからだ。
戦闘のことは論理的なガビマルがこうも曖昧なんだ
Yeah, give us something concrete.
それが答えでしょ？証明できないの？
No. That's a no.
思い出すのは細かいことばかりだ。
Oh.
Yeah, things that.
声とか
Right, because how would illusions truly work?
長く
Would they just be a charming of the mind? Would you not get details like this?
It's amazing how powerful smell is, though, like specifically with like keying you to memories.
あなた
Oh, and there's the voice again. It's been a while.
ゆい彼女の名前だ。
Oh.
てめえの色のために他人を巻き込むつもりか？
妻だ。
男だな。
Ah, I respect that. Yeah.
どうせ化け物は退治するしな。
Right.
片手間
Yeah. He's thinking about the dad pun. Oh my god.
Yeah.
話している時タオが大きく波だっ
Oh.
たでは弱みと強みの引用な
Whoa.
の失うものがあるものは強いな
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, okay. We've resolved our direction and how we're going to solve this. Oh, you can, like, feel the blood in his mouth.
Oh.
混じり物とは
Oh no.
Ah,
That's a good cliffhanger.
that's good. Also,
Right.
they would suspect that it'd be this abomination rather than, you know,
Yeah.
the squad of humans. All right. Gabimaru's
Okay.
memories are coming back.
Yep.
And I would say for everything in the way that this was handled, I like that this was a very quick temporary thing. I typically do not like memory loss, especially with
No.
protagonists and stuff in general.
And so 2 episodes later, it's done. Cool.
Right, and the reason why it's been solved so quickly is all tied into the power system itself.
Right.
It was because of the power system that he lost it, and it's because of the power system that he got it back. It's all circularly tied together. And
Right.
I think that's nice because as far as a way to take damage in this world where your body and soul are the same kind of energy source,
Yep.
just manifesting in different ways.
And theoretically, others could end up getting regenerative powers in the future or whatever.
Well, just having there be a way in which people can get hurt or be injured or have someone have consequences narratively from a fight
Right.
that don't necessarily result in them losing like a hand so they don't have a
Right.
hook or, you know, losing their eyes or something.
Sure.
This can be one of them, and one being specifically surrounding the area where Gabimaru has kind of been the tool, the weapon, the one that doesn't have identity, the one that doesn't have really desire, except this
Oh, hey.
thing of
Yeah.
you have a wife and you need to get
Right.
back to her, and that's your whole
Yep.
motivation for doing this, which has made him, yes, very effective. And when it's called into question, it needs to be actually brought up as a real question of, is she real? If
Yep.
she wasn't real, would you change what you were doing here? And
Which
he's
is-
like, no, it's pretty simple for me.
Right. And I love it because we both understand why, from a logical and emotional standpoint, he is like, nah, it doesn't really matter whether
Yeah.
it's an illusion, and I don't believe it is.
It doesn't change facts
But
what I believe
but
about
but
it.
good to know. You know, good to bring that up.
Yeah.
Right. But that also makes it so then if we end up running into the chief, we don't actually know whether or not, you know, he's some immortal or whatever.
Yep.
Granted, given that Chobe exists, I would say it is likely that the chief is immortal and that shit was actually real.
See, that's the thing that's fun. This is not a this or that kind of situation. There's
Totally.
a couple combinations of scenarios that work here. But for now, the part that's important is that Gabimaru believes that she's real. And I like that his grounding thing for it is I can't really explain it. And I dumped charisma. Like my thing is
I'm
that,
an assassin, not a talker.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember details and little things. And that's special because memory is already so malleable just for people in general.
Sure.
Like a lot of the things that you think you remember perfectly, you probably don't. You probably remember like 80% of it. And a lot of the details are actually where you're probably wrong. Like those are the things you probably don't remember.
It would make a lot more sense for something like this to effectively have been a charm where his brain works to fill in the gaps and that's where things come from, rather than an actual illusion. Because if it's an illusion, then the person working the illusion has to, like a storyteller, come up with all these hyper-specific details that convey enough character that the person will believe it as real. Because we have a really good nose for bullshit.
Yes, and they could have done that.
And they theoretically could have done that.
But it's less likely that they did that than they made some kind of sensory mixed, chemical feeling response that you have to the idea of, I need to protect someone I care about. Wait, who do I care about most? This vague woman in my memories,
Yeah, exactly. Like that feels like what would be more likely, and maybe that is even something that they do with a lot of the other people.
Sure.
It doesn't necessarily have to be the case with Gabimaru. So,
yeah, and so the idea of taking it all the way down to having experiences of specific senses that are very, very, very emotionally tied to, like, not just who she is, but who he is. And that's wonderful, because that is, I think, how memories, you can tell, are as real as they can be, is that there's something hyper specific that you just remember the smell of, and the
touch of someone's hand.
Yeah, the touch of someone's hand. All these feelings are absolutely things that could have been simulated or spoofed in some way.
Sure.
But when you add them all up together,
it's not a good bet.
It's not a good bet, and it's almost not even worth it at that point debating whether or not it's real.
Right, because effectively, as far as he's concerned, it is. If he gets off the island and he finds out that it's not
different,
then okay.
He
can work with that and cross that bridge when he comes to it.
Yeah.
But as of right now, nothing's changed.
Yeah, nothing has changed in the immediate sense now. And it's kind of cold while also being kind of sweet, that it's like him saying, well, yeah, your argument is not a bad one, wholly.
Sure.
But it's not irrelevant.
Right.
The feelings are real to me. Like, I'm feeling them right now.
Yeah.
That's real.
Right.
But
I can scrutinize those memories and everything checks out.
Yeah. So I have my why. I can keep going. And I also really like that it's something where now that's been something that he's rekindled due to Sagari being vulnerable and almost kind of bullying him a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Of the, you were always kicking my ass and maybe rubbing it in my face a little bit. So there might be a little bit of revenge here in this. Yeah. But also this is me saying, hey, I have to accept the fact that I've grown to care about you in these last few days.
Right.
So I am going to help you, and we are going to emotionally regulate each other.
Right. And I'm going to help you in the way that you will understand, appreciate, and respect. You're weak right now. I'm strong. So
that is
fucked,
Tao.
And that is Tao, right?
Yeah.
And I love how they're like, are they about to bang? Like,
they're about to do Bojo Jutsu? And they're like, no,
probably not.
Well, right. But then I love the fact that May is like, but there's something similar happening here.
Right.
And I like that the power system, in terms of it being, I say this with a lot of respect, a generic power system. It is the energy that flows through all things kind of power system. In that respect, it's both soft and hard.
Right. It's much more about what the power system is used for than the idea of the power system itself.
Right. But one of the themes that a power system like that can be used for very dramatically in a story involving multiple characters is the connection between the characters.
Right. It's a power of friendship. It's a trope for a reason.
No, not that at all. I'm talking about the idea that when you have people that are separate, there is an energy that exists still between them, even if they are separate.
Sure.
But as the proximity gets closer, as you are constantly around people in a survival situation, even if you start off hating each other's guts,
Sure.
eventually you'll start actually caring for each other because, well, you've helped each other not die. You've gone through a lot of hardship, and even if their relationship isn't really that complex or deep like she was saying it was, it has become a lot more than where it started at.
Right. It is real and strong, even if it's not something that's easily defined or if it like that is a very real thing happened as a result of them learning to lean on each other.
Yes, right.
Even if that wouldn't seem physical or necessarily literal. Oh,
Right.
hey, we have a power system
That-
that literally is about the
It magnifies it.
the non-literal becoming literal.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that connection is something that leads to a lot of fun exploration between characters where we might be thinking way down the line of like we're shipping them or something. But you don't even have to do that. You can just look at they're actually helping each other grow. Wait, the power system literally has a mechanic where once they go that intimate, they will literally help each other evolve.
No, if this ends up being something where we end up having like this super cool like platonic man and woman dynamic between our two protagonists, that'd be sick as hell.
That'd be sick as hell.
Yeah.
And in some ways, it could get physical. Like there's ways in which it could get there eventually. But yeah, you're right.
mean,
It could be just a platonic like.
In the most literal sense, it already is physical.
Oh, sorry.
The
I'm
thing
meaning
that happened.
I'm meaning sexual.
No, right.
Obviously, that's what I'm talking
Sure,
about. Yeah.
and there could absolutely be part of Sakura where she's like, oh, I am attracted to this dude. If he wasn't married, I'd definitely be like, hey, let's make something happen.
Sure.
You know, or maybe even with him being married. Who knows? You know.
Who knows?
But we already had the and now okay. She gets on top of him, and he does, he's doing his swatting away thing, and he's so weak that it's not even, like, Gabimaru has super crazy strength, right? Mm-hmm. The fact that he isn't seriously, like,
hurting her. Right.
Either means that his heart isn't in it, or, oh, hey, because his body has been pushed to its limit, it doesn't really matter. And at that point, oh, cool, it's the horse that is all bucking and everything, and then it goes into a river for a bit and, kind of calms down, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so that's what she's able to do here, because, okay, all right, you don't have your memories back. I know you enough that even if you don't remember me, even if you're still in your Gabimaru the Hollow state, I can still work with that.
Right.
And so she does.
Yeah.
And to everybody else, while there could theoretically be some sexual tension there, right?
Sure.
They are seeing a level of intimacy that they would normally associate with sex, and so then they're like, whoa, hang on.
Whoa, hold on.
We don't need to read Tao to sense that something's
going on. They have shared
right
some
here.
vulnerabilities.
Yeah,
together.
exactly.
And I love that. I think that power systems that use the flow between beings and life and all that, but don't explore the ways in which that power system builds the connection between people, or also like makes the connection between people more complicated.
Right.
I think that it's leaving stuff on the floor, like at the cutting room floor of like, you could do a lot with that.
Well, and that's why I bring up the whole idea of the power of friendship, right? It's like a recognizable trope, because that's something that we'll know. We'll have seen it happen in fiction, whether in a literal form or in a figurative form, whatever protagonist, then it's like, all right, in my darkest hour, I remember the people with me or something like that, right?
Sure.
But here, we're getting it where it's still the, on the surface, same kind of thing. The connection between people, but we don't need to use a shorthand of power of friendship or anything like that.
That was my point, yes.
Right, because one, this is not the kind of show that would use that with all the associated baggage, right, of that specific term.
Thank you. That was my point of why I rejected the nomenclature.
And so now we can still take a bunch of the tenets that make that kind of trope work while still exploring it in a way that's new and fresh, because even if the power system itself does not have to be like super unique to this story, the ways in which it explores something that is familiar will still absolutely be unique to the story.
And I'm fascinated by the exploration primarily between the relationships between people, because most of what the power of friendship is is a shorthand for
Right.
my belief in my friends will give me power and strength.
Connections are important, and so therefore I win. You know, or
Well,
something.
right. Well, but it's not actually that. I'm meaning it's even more derivative. It's just saying I have connection, therefore I have strength. Like, what's the qualitative aspects of that connection? Like,
Right.
what are the ways in which it was formed? What are the problems within it? Where
Yeah.
are the points where it wavers?
What exactly?
We won't explore that. Nope, nope.
Because-
or at least
oh,
not
hey.
within the power system are we going to explore that. We'll explore that just in regular relationship
Right.
dynamics, but that's every story ever.
And effectively,
yeah.
that's doing the equivalent of just strong,
yes,
rather than
it is.
strong, weak. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because at some point there has to be give, there has to be a take.
Yep.
There has to be an accepting open hand, and there
Right.
has to be another hand coming in with something to give.
It is the very impurities in, that get worked into metal that make it actually a weapon that can, withstand hardship.
It's a mixture.
Right? Yeah.
It's like a vortex.
Yep.
Interesting. And because this is all something that is so fundamentally part of the human experience, we can get as vague or as esoteric with it as we want without
Sure.
going into hard mechanics. But the story is basically saying, no, we're going into the hard mechanics of it relatively quickly here.
Right.
So
Even with Chobei, too.
even with Chobei too,
Yeah.
which fun.
Which, good luck,
because
Chobei.
his fight here was one where, okay, he gets,
Lost in the sauce.
lost in the sauce a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
we see the ways in which someone having begun to lose their identity ends up hurting those around them. Yes, of course. But also, there's something kind of pointed about maybe the reason why this island was created in the first place. Just let me run with this for about
Okay.
30 seconds here.
Yeah.
So this is according to our tree friend here, which as far as names
Oh,
go,
pass him.
Hoko. Yeah. It's basically saying it's an experiment for life to basically
Right.
have a place to evolve, grow, or what have you. If you put people into a trying, physically intensive, very terrifying place, that's what this
Yeah.
island is. It will churn a lot of people out. They're not able to take it. The ones that can will not emerge the same.
Right.
And so, while we have our Tensen here and our god beings or what have you, what I think they're kind of hinting at is that at least thematically, the Tensen came about because of the place. The place didn't come about because of the Tensen. Obviously, with the history stuff, we know
Sure.
that's the case because they were just a scholar, a hermit or sage or what
Right.
have you that split themselves. But the intent to kind of create an environment for that, with the power system of Tau being the power system of the
Yep.
whole world. It's not some special,
Oh, yeah.
unique thing that's only here on the
Now,
island.
people that have never been to the island also have tapped into it.
Yeah. That means, someone like Chobei who gets the opportunity to kind of go buck wild with the system.
Sure.
Maybe losing some things along the way. They might be getting connected more to something else rather than coming completely disconnected.
Okay.
And I think they're going to be playing with that a little bit,
So-
with the way that Chobei is not just becoming super Chobei. He's becoming something else. Like this
Right.
is
Well,
Yeah.
I want to point out that I think they're. I would say at this point, I feel confident saying this with a level of certainty. They're drawing a parallel between the Tensen and the newcomers to the island.
yes,
Right? Because the Tensen have now lost one, right? And that will, because of the bonds that they had, that is now a problem, right?
yeah,
The people on this island have lost people, and that's absolutely informs the day-to-day of their existence here. They are changing as a result of being here, and there is a possibility Chobei maybe being an accelerated version of that, where he leaps headfirst into the sauce of this place and
Sure.
all that it has, that maybe a bunch of them will kind of end up going along a similar path, even if they have their own unique way of going through it. And so the idea that in some dark version of this timeline, you could theoretically have a situation where the Tensen end up getting kind of supplanted maybe by these newcomers. I don't think that'll happen literally, but the
I do like that you
The
used
seeds
word
are there as a
supplanted.
possibility. Oh, nice.
Yeah. I do think that the power system itself being one that is tied to the soul and the body and people in that regard, and that the fact that the island is a place filled with plant life that is potentially flowing with the remains of the dead of many that have come here before. I feel like there's a very obvious through line for a picture of the power system being used in just a very specific fucked up kind of way.
Okay.
And then the fact that when someone evolves to a crazy amount in this way, rather than manifesting something that's unique to them, they manifest plants and vines that start to, consume them.
Consume them, yeah.
And then we saw with May that when she overused Tau,
it
started the same
situation.
purple vines
Yeah.
kind of growing on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't become the island.
There's something there. It feels like an example of when in a fantasy story you showcase the imperfect version of the power system being used,
right?
So that you can draw hints to the pure expression of the power system being used later.
Exactly. Chobei does not go into one of the forms like the Tensen have.
Nope.
But the forms that the Tensen have are
basically the same thing.
Yeah,
in terms of the
they're
internals.
this just a trained mastered version.
Yeah, there's no rage, there's no lack of control.
It's an apotheosis rather than a wild animal.
Either way, that's mostly speculation on my part, but I just thought that there was something there because I love the way in which when this show decides to take its time with the power system being used with the character dynamics, I think that's the show's strongest part, honestly.
Yes.
Because otherwise this is not like... The show is not making crazy waves in terms of its plot or its characters.
Right.
It's mostly the way in which the characters mingle with the power system. And I think that for a shonen, that's about all you need for a good starting point.
That's solid.
But then going from there and making the characters more unique and more layered because they will naturally become that through exploring that avenue of the story.
Right, because if you think about it, it's...
I like it.
If you have like a sitcom or or like a drama or something like that, you have a specific set of circumstances in order to allow the real meat and potatoes that you want to have happen, whether it's funny laughs or whatever, right? And so in this situation, even though we are having plenty of action and the situation definitely helps propagate the action, it is also absolutely what's happening for the characters on the inside. And because they have to deal with all this insanity out there, because they also then, the insanity out there is also tied to a power system that connects to your internals, then, we've got to look inward in order to actually survive this. Yeah. There you go.
The drama writes itself.
Exactly.
And I want them to keep focusing on that. If that means more potentially will they, won't they situations with Sagari and Gabimaru, I expect it to be one where, at the very least, one that we've speculated on in season 1 of are they going to make him kind of feel a little bit conflicted and a little bit guilty of how much time he's actually spending with Sagari? Because I think it was your theory, actually, originally.
Yeah. Well, there's the things that things that feel like potential future developments because of convention and possible these are things that could be conflict points, right? And so it would make out there things happen, right? And then there's what I think the characters will actually do. And I think what we're setting up to explore here is that I don't think Gabimaru is going to end up being interested in Sagari, but I think Sagari is absolutely becoming interested in Gabimaru. The shape of what that takes, that's something still to be explored. That could absolutely be sexual attraction, but
it's at the very least respect.
It's at the very least immense respect.
No longer seeing him as just the prisoner that she's got to execute. Yeah.
And given how they're handling it so far, even if it does turn into the very kind of straightforward expected kind of thing of she's got the hots for him, I still think they would explore it in a way that is satisfying and different.
Sure.
And feels fresh.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, totally. But yeah, I'm liking the way in which Sagari and Gabimaru's stuff is developing thus far. I like the way in which she's trying to keep the group on track. I am also starting to notice okay, cool. This is now, we're made it through the prologue.
Right.
This is our final party. Everyone's
squad
all
has grouped
together.
back up, yeah.
Obviously, Chobei's missing right now. But these are our survivors. These are the ones we've got here.
Yep.
We're starting to see the way in which they interact as a group. And Gabimaru kind of solidifying his why gives everyone else the opportunity to be like, okay, we'll figure this out.
Right. We don't need to worry about the super strong person, being wishy-washy or something.
Right. But then our other super strong person having the like, a real man. I like it.
Yep.
I'll follow you. And then immediately from there, the fact that Chio just has this like, wait a minute, lend a hand. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I am a fan also, even if it's shtick specifically, I love the idea of character shtick comedy being used in group dynamics like this, because sometimes it's not I chime in to say my line, it's I made an observation that like,
oh, absolutely.
shows I'm not at all worried about the emotional stuff of what's going on within these other people's things here.
I'm thinking about something else.
I'm thinking about something completely different.
And I love the fact that
nonchalant.
The blind dude with the slashed eyes makes the connection of like, wait, that dude that lost a hand just made a lend the hand joke.
Huh. Does he know?
Like he's like, I feel like he's 2 steps away from doing a Kakyo and I see, right? Like, kind of thing.
He is.
But yeah.
But then yes, Yuzuriha providing some much needed logic to the group to be like, wait, y'all. So we were here to get
let's
a
push
thing
on this a little bit.
that doesn't exist anymore. And then I need kind of someone to help back me up on this idea of leaving. You're doing this for a why that might also not exist. There's layers of stupid that we might be operating under here.
Yes.
Do you want to take a chance to breathe and be like, wait a minute, let me smell the flowers that are trying to kill me. Oh, fuck, we should leave, Right. I like that.
Well, at the same time, needing to deal with but if the thing doesn't exist, I get the feeling the Shogun is not the reasonable type who will be like, oh, well, good job, thanks for trying, here's the pardon. So
we need to find some kind of equivalent. It would be really funny if their goal turns to, we're going to drag a Tensen living all the way back and be like, this is the equivalent of what you wanted.
Yep. Now
have fun with it.
Here's the problem. We figured out how they got like this. There are certain side effects.
Yes. Yes. But yeah, one of them, in fact, the main one, or at least
the one that seemed
seemed to be talking the most.
Exactly, and have the like orderly attention of everybody else.
Yes.
Found Chobei.
And
he thinks that Chobei's the one who killed the other Tensen.
Which is great.
All right. Let's
just
see how that goes.
I just love hey, so, Mad Dog, I need you to tell me, open your mouth and see what you last ate in here. Because clearly you must have bit something that made you a bit strong. Because
God damn it, they threw you into the soup bowl and you crawled back out. Well, okay then.
Yeah. And given that there's so little plot armor in this story, there's a very real chance that Chobei gets torn apart into pieces to find out why he ticks this way.
And the fact that he can regenerate means even if he were to have some plot armor, we can still have all sorts of things happen and still theoretically have him maybe be an amoeba that can get regenerated later with enough, ton bathing or something.
Yeah. But all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So if you have any that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.